So if you just come to your mats and we'll begin on our backs. So if you just gently come to a supine position, you can have your hands out to the side, on your belly, wherever you want, palms up, palms down, however you feel most comfortable. And just take a moment to close your eyes maybe and focus on your breath. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And whenever you're ready, just take 3 deep breaths all the way in. And exhale completely. Last deep breath all the way in. When you've taken those 3 deep breaths, just gently bring your knees in towards your chest and hug them in with both arms. And you can begin to make hip circles, maybe drawing big or small circles, whatever your body feels like. 5 or so times in one direction. And then rotate in the opposite direction for a similar number of reps. From here, just gently bring your knees back into center, hug them in tight with both arms, take a nice deep breath in. Exhale. And then slowly make your way all the way up to seated. And we'll just begin by rolling the shoulders back and down. Maybe 5 times backwards. And then 5 times forwards. Once you've done 5 times in both directions, inhale to lift one arm up tall, reaching up for that ceiling. Exhale, reach all the way over to the other side. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale, can you reach any further? And then inhale back to center, switching over the side. So reaching up tall again, finding that stretch in the side body, reaching up as high as you can, and then exhale as you reach all the way over to the opposite side. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then inhale back to center. And we'll just begin by, we'll just twist to look behind and over our shoulders. So inhale back to center, exhale, twist over your left shoulder. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale. And then inhale back to center, exhale, twist over the other shoulder. Take another nice deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale back to center and slowly come onto your hands and knees. So hands under shoulders, knees under hips, and we'll just do 3 cat-cows. So inhale to dip the stomach, look up towards the ceiling. Exhale to round through the spine, pulling the shoulder blades apart, tucking the head to look towards the knees. Inhale to look, dip. Exhale to round. Last one, inhale to dip. Exhale to round. And then just slowly take your hands to the front 2 corners of the mat, tuck the toes and press up into down facing dog. And just take a moment there to pedal out the legs, opening up the calves, the hips, the hamstrings, alternating from side to side. And then when you're ready, slowly walk your feet all the way in towards your hands, coming into your Uttanasana forward fold. Bend at the knees, draw the chest over the thighs, crown the head towards the floor and take opposite hand to opposite elbow. You can swing from side to side, rock back and forth. Whatever you need to do to just get into the glutes, the hamstrings and the hips. And the lower back. And then whenever you're ready, inhale as we come all the way up, extended Tadasana, exhale, release. And find yourself at the front of your mat in Tadasana. So feet are hip distance apart. Lift the toes, spread them, press the feet firmly into the ground. Think about engaging through the legs, tucking that tailbone under, sucking the navel back towards the spine and rolling those shoulders back and down. Take a nice deep breath in as you lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale, just let everything melt down and relax. On your next inhale, we're going to lift the hands all the way up above the head, reaching up tall, feel that stretch, and as you exhale, take the hands back behind you, interlacing the fingers and clasping the hands together, and then as you inhale again, pull the hands back and down, opening up that chest. Take a nice deep breath all the way in, find length in that spine, and as you exhale, hinge at the hips, coming all the way down into a reverse arm stretch in a forward fold position. We're going to take 2 more deep breaths here. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. See if you can keep pulling those arms away from the body. And on that last deep breath, exhale, release the hands and plant them just on top of the feet. From here, we're going to come into a halfway lift. So inhale as you slide the hands up the shins, straightening the legs, sending the hips back, and squeezing those shoulder blades together, finding a nice flat back tabletop position. So your eye gaze should be just on the floor in front of you, so your neck is nice and neutral too. Take a nice deep breath in, exhale. Think about actively pushing back through the hips, finding that stretch in the legs. 1 more deep breath all the way in. And then exhale as you melt forwards over those legs again. Plant the hands on the floor. We're going to come into a crouch curl for 3 reps. So we're going to inhale as we tuck the knees in towards the chest and lift the heels, nose to knees. And then as we exhale, we're going to push back and up into that forward fold, seeing if we can get a little deeper each time. Inhale to crouch. Exhale to fold. Last one, inhale to crouch. And then exhale to fold. From here, walk the feet all the way back to the back of the mat. Find your down facing dog position. And just take a moment there to just pedal out the heels, opening up the calves and the feet and the ankles. And then when you're ready, we're going to take the left foot outside of the left hand as we inhale, dropping the back knee to the floor, reaching forwards into that low lizard lunge, and then inhale to lift and twist with the left hand up towards the ceiling, opening up the shoulders, pressing the ground away with the right hand, and then exhale as you release the hands to the floor, step back to down facing dog, and we'll repeat on the other side. So right foot comes forwards, outside of right hand, back knee drops to the floor. Inhale as you set yourself up in that low lizard lunge, really reach forwards with that heart and feel the stretch in the groin. Inhale again to lift and twist, opening up the shoulders, pressing the ground away. And then exhale, release, and step back to down facing dog. From here, we're just going to take a moment again to just pedal out the calves, the hips, the hamstrings. And then when you're ready, just gently come down onto your knees. And we're going to come down into heart melting pose. So take the hands slightly further forwards maybe, and think about reaching your heart towards the floor. So it's not quite as deep as puppy pose. You can do your forehead or your chin, wherever you need to be. Just think about opening up the heart towards the floor, opening up those shoulders, opening up your thoracic spine. And take 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then inhale as you come all the way up back into that down facing dog position. Walk the feet all the way in toward the hands, coming into your Uttanasana forward fold. From here, you're going to heel toe the feet out to the edges of the mat. Find your squat stance. Inhale to come all the way up, extended Tadasana, palms together at the top. And as we exhale, come down into your garland pose. So heels to the floor if you can, but more importantly, keep that torso nice and upright, opening up the chest, using the elbows against the insides of the knees. If your torso kind of folds over and your heels are on the floor, then think about just coming up slightly, lifting those heels so that you can find that nice upright position. From here, we'll just take 5 little pulses in the bottom of this squat. And then we're going to twist. So we're going to take the left hand to the floor. Inhale to lift and twist to the right. Exhale, release. And then take the right hand to the floor. Inhale to twist to the left. Exhale, release. We're going to do 2 more of those each side. So inhaling to lift and twist. Exhaling to come back to center and reset. Last one each side. And then exhale, release. Heel toe your feet back underneath you as you come back into that Uttanasana forward fold. And then we're going to come all the way up as we inhale, extended Tadasana. Exhale, sit back into chair pose. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Inhale to lift. And then we're going to bring the hands to heart, palms together. And we're going to take the left ankle across the left knee, finding our balance. As we exhale, we're going to sit back into crouching tiger pose. From here, we just take 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale, release the arms, release the legs, come back to your Tadasana. Inhale as we find our extended Tadasana. Exhale as we come all the way down into that Uttanasana forward fold. From here, palms together again, hands to heart. Bend the left knee, straighten the right leg, and then inhale as you lift and twist to look over the right shoulder. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale. 2 more deep breaths, just like that. Exhale, come back to center. And then release the hands to the floor. Inhale as you come into your crouch position. Exhale to curl. And then on the next inhale, we're going to step back with the right foot into a low lunge. So setting yourself up in that nice low lunge position, thinking about sending that heart forwards, stacking the knee above the ankle. Take 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. And then as you inhale, straighten that front leg, flex the toes back towards you, stacking that right hip above the right knee. We're coming into half splits. Exhale, reach that nose towards your toes. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, keep the right hand grounded on the floor, and as we inhale, we're going to reach and twist with the left hand up towards the ceiling. Take 2 more deep breaths in this variation. Exhale, release that hand, come forwards on that leg, and we're going to come into pigeon on that side. So left leg comes through and under, bending the knee at a 45-degree angle, sliding the right leg back, finding your hips in a nice level position. So sit bone to the floor, hip bone to the heel, and if you need to, you can always use a block or a pillow underneath that sit bone to help you if you're hovering here. From here, we're just going to inhale as we press the ground away, opening up that right hip flexor, and then as we exhale, come forwards into that sleeping pigeon. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale. 1 more deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly come all the way up into a seated position now. So we're going to swivel around onto our bums. Keeping that left leg bent, we're going to bring the left sole of the foot in towards the inner right thigh, keeping the right leg straight, flexing the toes back towards you, squaring the body off towards that right leg. And we're going to inhale to lift and lengthen, exhale to fold over that right leg into half head to knee pose. Think about drawing that chest over the thigh, then head towards the knee. 3 deep breaths. Inhale as you come all the way back up after those 3 deep breaths. Find yourself in your down facing dog position again, and then walk your feet all the way back to the front of the mat. Find your Uttanasana forward fold. Exhale, and then inhale as you come all the way up. Extended Tadasana. Exhale, sit back into chair pose. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Inhale to lift, palms together, hands to heart. And as we exhale, we're going to take the right ankle across the left knee this time. and sit back into that crouching tiger pose. So find your balance, find your steady stance, and when you're ready, hold for 3 deep breaths. Feeling that stretch in the hip and the glute. If you need to hold onto a wall or a chair, feel free. Exhale, release the arms, release the legs. Come back to that Uttanasana forward fold as we inhale to find that extended Tadasana and exhale to come all the way down into the posture. From here, bring your hands together again, palms together, hands to heart. Taking the right knee bending now and the right elbow to the right inside right knee. We're going to straighten the left leg. Inhale to lift and twist to look over the left shoulder. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale. One last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. One more to go. Exhale, release yourself back to center, coming into that forward fold. Inhale as we lift the heels, coming into that crouch position. Exhale, come back to that forward fold, and then we're going to step back with the left foot this time into that low lunge. So dropping the back knee to the floor, reaching the heart forwards, finding that stretch in the left hip flexor this time. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale. 2 more deep breaths all the way in. Last one. Exhale. And then inhale to lift and pull back, stacking that left hip now above the left knee, straightening that front leg and flexing the toes back towards you. Inhale as you lift and lengthen, exhale as you fold nose towards toes, half splits. Then we're going to keep that left hand grounded, and as we inhale, we're going to lift and twist towards the right with the right hand up towards the ceiling for 2 more deep breaths. Exhale. 1 more deep breath all the way in. Exhale, release that hand, come forwards into your pigeon pose now. So bending that right knee and bringing it to the front right corner of the mat, sliding that left leg all the way back and finding that nice level hip position again. So find your hip bone to heel, sit bone to floor. Remember to use a block or a pillow if you need to. Press the ground away as you inhale and open up that left hip flexor. And as you exhale, melt the body forwards and come down into that sleeping pigeon pose for 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then inhale as you come all the way back up onto your hands, and we're going to swivel around, so keeping that left leg straight, we're going to square the body off, so right leg stays bent, sole of the foot comes in towards the inner left thigh, square the body off to that left leg, inhale to lift and lengthen, exhale as you fold over that left leg into half head to knee pose. So again, think about stretching that chest over the thigh, then the head towards the knee, and just take 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then inhale as you slowly come back up. Swivel yourself around into that down facing dog position again. Pedal out the feet. And then when you're ready, we're just going to come down onto our hands and knees and sit back in extended child's pose. Take 3 deep breaths, focusing on expanding across that upper back as you inhale. Exhale, and then slowly come up onto your hands and knees. We're going to come into rabbit position. So we're going to take the hands beside us, so palms facing up. Think about bringing the crown of the head towards the floor first, and then sitting back into your heels
in a similar position to child's pose, but with the crown of the head to the floor. Don't worry if you can't make it all the way back to your heels. Just take 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in, exhale, and then slowly inhale as you come up onto your hands and knees, finding yourself in a seated position now on your mat. So swivel yourself around, legs come out in front of you, flex the toes back towards you, and pull the fleshy bits of your bum out from underneath your sit bones. From here, we're going to inhale as we lift and lengthen, reaching up tall. As we exhale, we're going to come forwards over those legs, bringing the chest towards the thigh, head towards the knees, and just take 5 deep breaths. With every exhale, see if you can melt a bit deeper. With every inhale, see if you can find a little bit more length and reach. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then inhale as you come all the way back up to a seated position. We're going to bring the soles of our feet together now. Knees go out to the side and heels come in towards the groin. Just let the knees fall out to the side. You might just want to pulse them a few times. Taking a hold of your feet as if you're reading a book, so thumbs on the insides arches of your feet, and using your elbows against your knees or calves or thighs even. You're going to inhale to lift and lengthen, and then exhale as you reach your nose towards your toes. Take 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly inhale as you come all the way back up to center. Bring the knees together, stretch the legs back out, and we're going to come all the way down onto our backs in a supine position. From here, inhale as you bring the knees in towards the chest, hug them with both arms, rock from side to side, massage that lower back. And then when you're ready, we're going to exhale as we extend the left leg all the way to the ground, and then you're going to take your 2 big fingers, extend the right leg up towards the ceiling. Sorry, the dog's crying in the background. 5 more minutes, Sophie. Extend the right leg up towards the ceiling, flex the toes back towards you. You can use your 2 big fingers to hook around the toes if you can reach, or you can take the hands behind the thigh or the calf. Just try not to pull around the knee, wherever you are comfortable. Take 3 deep breaths. You can just relax your left hand to the floor, wherever it needs to be. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then we're going to bend at the knee. Take that left hand now across the outside of that right knee, and take the right hand out toward the side, palms facing down. So think about gluing that right shoulder to the floor. As we exhale, we're going to pull that knee all the way across toward the left side of the body, so we're getting a nice twist. And then inhale to lift and twist the head to look towards the right. Take 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then inhale as you come all the way back up to center. Take a hold of that knee with both hands. Inhale as you pull that knee in towards your right shoulder. Take a nice deep breath all the way in.
Exhale, release the tension just slightly, and as you inhale again, bring that knee in towards the sternum. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale, and then inhale as you bring both knees back to center. You can rock from side to side again if you want to, and then just exhale as you release the right leg, to the floor, and then we're going to do the same again on the other side. So again, calf, thigh, or two big fingers, extending that left foot up towards the ceiling and extending the leg, flexing the toes back towards you. The right hand can just go wherever you need, and just take 3 deep breaths in this reclined hamstring stretch. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then release that foot. Bend at the knee, taking the right hand across to the outside of that left knee. Left hand goes out wide, shoulder glued to the floor, palm facing down. And just bring that right knee all the way across the body, left knee across the body towards the right. Inhale to lift and twist the head to look towards the left. Take 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then inhale as you come back up to center. Taking a hold of that knee now with both hands. Inhale as you pull that knee in towards the left shoulder. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale, release the tension just slightly. And then as you inhale, pull that knee in towards your sternum. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale, and then just gently release that foot to the floor or that leg to the floor. Release your hands, let them relax, and we'll just finish with a couple of deep breaths, focusing on breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Take 3 deep breaths in your own time. Drawing that breath all the way down into the base of your stomach, letting the practice settle. Acknowledging the present moment, acknowledging how your body feels. The last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then just gently bring your knees back to your chest. Hug them with both arms. You can rock for one last time, side to side, massage that lower back. And then whenever you're ready, just roll over onto the right side of your body and gently come to seated. We'll take one last deep inhale as we lift the hands up above the head, palms together. As we exhale to the forehead, kind thoughts. To the lips, kind words. To the heart, kind feelings. Namaste.